let's start, first of all, with what Jonathan Ive is trying to do.
Well, Tim Cook put Jonathan Ive in charge of all of design across the whole company late last year as part of the management overhaul.
Right, when Scott Forstall left.
Right. And so now, in addition to creating the hardware that the company puts out, he's also involved in the software design. And so he's in stages putting his touches on that. It could start with some subtle changes, but over time you can expect to see some pretty significant revamps.
So what sort of changes are we talking about here? I know Forstall was more a fan of the more realistic looking feel and look of products, the wooden bookshelves with the newsstand feature, for example.
Well, there's two pieces to it. One is the sort of graphical stuff that you're talking about, which is somewhat on the surface, but the software design goes much deeper. It involves how you work through a feature, how you enter an email, what sorts of tasks you have to go through. And you can expect to see those things change over time. There's not much integration of social features, for instance, right now, and the communication between apps isn't as fluid as some would say, some would like to see. And so I think over time you're going to see more integration of that.
So how significantly are they pushing up against these deadlines? I mean, could iOS 7 really be delayed?
Well, as part of after those management shakeup last year, kind of they tapped the brakes a little bit on the development of iOS, and Jonathan Ive came in and started giving his input. And so some of the deadlines that in the past had come in February were pushed out a month or more. They were also bringing in a bunch of staff to help finish the job. And Apple hasn't said it specifically when it's going to be released. It's supposed to be sometime in the fall. They're going to preview it in June. But as you start to add on more stuff, you run the risk of some features needing to be pushed or some things being delayed.